Today I'm at Hull Services and I'm going to be doing a case study on the passive solar greenhouse behind me. Now, Vaden Summers has been the primary force behind getting this passive solar greenhouse installed onto Hull Services and collaborated with Fleur Canada and Verge Permaculture to help design and build and install this passive solar greenhouse. Now, Vaden has been using this as a form of therapy and is having incredible results. So today, when we go into this case study, we're going to look at how he's using it in therapy and where he plans on taking his program as things move forward. So I hope you enjoy this case study and get tons out of it. If you've got any questions, leave it in the comments section below, and we'll see you in the next video.
My name is Vaden Summers. I'm at Hull Services in Woodbine, Calgary, Alberta. I'm working at William Roper Hull School. I'm the woodshop instructor here, involved in the industrial arts, as I call it. So I'm interested in woodworking, metalwork and design, and recently really interested in permaculture design and horticulture. Most importantly, I'm really interested in helping kids in our community that are struggling with complex mental health needs. So I'm trying to implement programming here at the school with the help of a wonderful organization and a great staff to implement programming that's really beneficial to the kids that we see on a day-to-day basis. I think permaculture, as defined, is kind of a difficult concept to get your head around when you're first introduced to it. I'm still reeling from the effects, but I'm starting to understand that permaculture has a role in healing the people who are engaged in that type of design work. So connecting all these systems that support us, connecting those systems together and supporting those systems is really therapeutic. It has great therapeutic value. It's really therapeutic in nature, and I've experienced that myself over the last couple of years of my initial forays into the permaculture design world. And now I'm experiencing it really rapidly, working with kids with complex needs who are coming into this space as we develop this passive solar greenhouse here on our campus. And we're in the process of designing about 2 acres so far of land here in Woodbine, and introducing the kids to the concepts of design and caring for the land. And we're lucky we do have a beautiful campus. There's lots of old growth trees, and I mean most people would be totally envious to have this type of facility, especially close to downtown in Calgary. We're only about 20 minutes from downtown. We've been here 50-some years, 54, 56 years. So the facility is beautiful, and we've been allocated a couple acres down here to kind of use this design to help the kids that we work with. So talking about the kids that we're working with, most of the kids and families that are coming to us are they have really complex mental health needs. Primarily, the kids that we see at the school here generally have been to a bunch of different schools. They've had a varying amount of success and mostly little success in the broader system, and they're brought to us in order to we're a transitionary program, so the kids are kind of brought to us in order to get some skills so that they can move back into the community schools. That being said, the needs are great, and they're growing every year. The wait list increases for our organization, and we're seeing more and more kids with more and more complex needs. About 7 or 8 years ago, Hull Services as an organization kind of went on this journey of implementing the neurosequential model, which is based on the work of Dr. Bruce Perry out of Texas. And basically the concept, explained as it was to me, really easy to understand, is the brain arranges itself in a hierarchical fashion, starting at the brainstem up to the frontal cortex, essentially. So a lot of our kids, if they've experienced some significant trauma in their life at a young age, so that can be anywhere in utero, on up, they kind of get stuck in their brain development at certain stages, or they have some issues within their brain development that kind of sends the wiring in their brain to be what you would say atypically wired. So they have trouble with managing anger, they may have issues with, you know, a lot of the mental health issues that we've seen can be attributed to trauma, and it's no mystery anymore. I mean, throughout all these systems, people are, that trauma informed is becoming really popular. But I think the difference between being a trauma informed organization is in the implementation of these ideas. So kind of taking this concept of how do we help kids who have experienced trauma. We know that they need to have like sensory processing activities, they need to have pattern repetitive activities where they can start rewiring from the brainstem up. Our kids experience like elevated heart rates first thing in the morning, you know, stuff, they're kind of on a arousal continuum, and they show up to school like really high up on that arousal continuum, so it's really hard for them to sit down obviously and do long division when they having trouble even sitting in their chair. So getting the kids out of the traditional classroom spaces and kind of into natural spaces is a regulating activity. So what we're trying to do here at Hull Services and at the school in particular is to provide those therapeutic spaces for kids. That's what I'm really interested in doing. And I think permaculture it will be a defining role in the school development, I think, of engaging kids in the natural world and using this as a milieu, a therapeutic milieu, where you can actually teach skills, not just are valuable for your mental health, but also valuable in carrying forward for your nutritional health, for your physical health, all those things. I think it's going to play a huge role in the development of our kids that are here on the facility and of the program in general. And I think moving forward, we have big plans for the future. I tell everyone I'm planning and designing for 300 years into the future. So as an organization, they've given us tons of support. They've given us a substantial amount of acreage here to work with. So moving forward, we want to continue using permaculture as our design philosophy and kind of spreading the programming into the area adjacent to the school. I think a great way to help these initiatives out, not just mine, but other ones that are coming up, and I'm seeing it more and more, and I'm really active and interested in pursuing people who are involved in this type of work. I think one of the best ways you can help a guy like me or an organization like mine out is to like and share everything because it really does put things in front of people that can help. And consistently over the last couple of years, as this kind of idea proliferates a little bit, I'm getting calls every week from someone else who has an idea or some way that they can help, or people are really interested. I think there's a different demographic of adult that's coming up through the system that's really engaged in their communities. They want to help, they want to get out here, they want to do their thing. They're not looking for accolades, they just want to get on the ground and help out. And it's been really amazing to kind of start this process and just to see the community come out and support the initiative. And if you can spread the word, it's probably the best thing for me.
Hopefully you found that case study insightful. If you're looking to see more of those types of case studies, I'll leave a link to other case studies that you can watch down below. A lot of people that have watched these case studies have found a lot of insights and ideas with regards to how they can bring passive solar greenhouses into their own life. We have documented large greenhouses, small greenhouses, and everything in between. People just using it for homesteading, people using it for classroom or outdoor classrooms, people that are making their primary income from these greenhouses. So take a look at those other case studies in the link below. If you found this video insightful, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button down below, and if you hit it again, you'll get notifications with regards to when we go live and when other videos get put up there. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys real soon.
Wow.